blood on hands and rock bottom? Harry's insane accusations overshadow royal duties. This week was supposed to be a shining moment for the royal family, filled with heartwarming engagements and captivating photo opportunities that would make even the most stoic among us crave a second slice of Victoria sponge cake. Buckingham Palace's frontline HRHs were out in full force, captivating the public with their charm, cuddling adorable babies, and creating an abundance of picture-perfect moments. It should have been a week to remember. But alas, what should have been a glorious occasion ended up being overshadowed, as if by a colossal Godzilla, by a single story that dominated headlines with an unstoppable force. Yes, he's back. It's safe to say that unless you've been in a vegetative state or living in a secluded hermitage, you are well aware that Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is currently engaged in a relentless battle against the British media. This time, it's the Mirror Group newspapers, MGN, squarely in his sights. Is Harry the Lancelot of the law or the Robin Hood of the Rolls building at the High Court? Harry alleges that MGN resorted to unlawful information gathering and hacking, while they vehemently deny the accusations. This week, he made a dramatic return to London to take the witness stand, igniting a frenzy that ensnared every eyeball, journalist, and social media user with a pulse and a sense of righteous indignation. Suddenly, the captivating stories of Kate, the Princess of Wales, consoling a grieving mother, and King Charles reliving his coronation glory became mere wallpaper in the background. Harry's presence eclipsed everything else. On Tuesday and Wednesday, in a London courtroom, the Duke followed in the footsteps of his great-great-great-grandfather, Edward VII, as he took the stand. Despite his Californian adventures, Harry's flair for the hyperbolic remained intact. He declared that the British government had reached rock bottom and accused editors and journalists of having blood on their hands. An intriguing statement from a man who, earlier this year, admitted to killing 25 Taliban fighters in his memoir. However, for the UK media, there was only one royal narrative that mattered. It had nothing to do with Kate's genuine displays of compassion in front of cameras, Prince William's inauguration of a cutting-edge $130 million cancer centre, King Charles leisurely strolling through the Romanian countryside on what he considered a holiday, or even the Duchess of Kent, at 90 years old, undertaking her first official engagement in 5 years. Looking back, it's clear that His Majesty should have declared a week-long holiday and whisked everyone away to an all-inclusive beach retreat in Majorca. Perhaps then, the people in Fleet Street would have only noticed once a pile of unread newspapers started accumulating on the steps of Clarence House. Because, unless Camilla had unexpectedly renounced her aspirations of becoming queen and decided to join an all-female community nestled in the Pyrenees, I doubt anything could have overshadowed Harry's self-appointed Arthurian quest in the courtroom. If this had been an isolated incident, it could have been brushed off and moved on from. But it's evident that this is far from a one-off occurrence, and that's where the predicament lies for Kate, Charles, Camilla, William, and anyone who relies on a paycheck with a coronet stamped on it. As long as Harry, fueled by righteous anger, haunted by his tumultuous teenage years, and possibly an excessive consumption of cold brew coffee, continues his loud and costly legal battles, the palace is in a bit of a bind. It's not because they aren't diligently carrying out valuable work. The monarchy has evolved from being mere figureheads adept at unveiling plaques to becoming a more involved and activist-driven bunch, passionately fighting for their respective causes. The problem lies in the fact that no matter how noble their endeavors may be, they will always play second fiddle in the public and media's attention compared to the shoot from the hip, sue first and ask questions later approach adopted by Harry, who is armed with a battalion of lawyers and seemingly willing to spend millions on his personal crusades. As long as the Duke continues to harbor deep-seated resentments comparable to the profound depths of the Mariana Trench, and as long as he keeps the elite legal professionals of London engrossed in billable hours to the point where they contemplate constructing an additional tennis court, the unwavering commitment and dedication of the royal family will be overshadowed and overlooked. Kate, her spouse, and her extended family find themselves trapped in a predicament with no clear solution. After all, what actions can King Charles realistically take? At this moment, if one were to place a bet, Buckingham Palace would likely be just as displeased with Harry's legal battles as they were when Prince Andrew attempted to lease his backyard to the organisers of the ill-fated Fire Festival. Nevertheless, His Majesty possesses only a few, if any, effective means to rein in his son. The Sussexes now earn their own income, capitalizing on familial animosity to amass fortunes reaching the tens of millions, although this business model is fraught with uncertainty about its future. Their professional pursuits are now determined by whichever cause catches their attention at the moment and how quickly their team can disseminate content on their website, brimming with trendy descriptors and a touch of empowering rhetoric. In March of this year, it was disclosed that Charles, with a less than optimistic disposition, had requested that they surrender the keys to Frogmore Cottage, their residence in the UK. Never again shall the melodious sounds of Harry engrossed in Grand Theft Auto or Meghan lamenting her missed opportunity to acquire the last size 8 Gabriella Hearst sweater echo throughout the Windsor estate. The only leverage left for the king to exercise is the withdrawal of the Sussexes' ducal titles. However, pressuring them to cease using those titles carries significant risks. It could portray him as punitive and may well revive allegations of unconscious racial bias from certain quarters. On the other hand, how can Charles and others allow this situation to persist? Harry and Meghan are involved in 7 ongoing legal cases, with the finish line uncertain. The media and public may disregard the royal family's royal duties, as they are captivated by The Harry Show. Harry initially filed the lawsuits, but his exposure to shows like Law Order has led to unfortunate consequences. He and Meghan maintain a low profile, focusing on positive endeavours and avoiding drama, aiming to avoid turmoil and maintain a positive outlook. This Zen-like mindset, aided perhaps by the crystals that the princess supposedly purchased for her husband, is commendable. However, while the Prince and Princess of Wales press forward, valuable time is slipping away to fortify the monarchy and complete its transformation from a symbol of national pride to an institution shaping the future. The current situation is a convoluted mess multiplied by the square root of chaos. In such circumstances, Charles has only one prudent option: plan ahead and save himself the trouble. He should ascertain the date of Harry's next major court appearance and make arrangements to be out of town. Just envision it. Queen Camilla, reclining on a sunlounger in a bikini, savoring a piña colada, while Charles seeks refuge in the shade, meticulously examining the latest catalogue of bulbs. In fact, now that I ponder upon it, candid photographs of Her Majesty sporting a revealing 2-piece swimsuit might be the sole distraction capable of diverting attention from Harry's courtroom theatrics and relegating them to the inside pages of the newspapers. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video informative and enjoyable. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. See you until next time.